Ask the Messengers TV show is a TV show that educates, informs, and entertains our viewers on public health issues. And now, Ask the Messengers.
Today on Ask the Messengers, on this month's DWIHN Partnerships Series, we bring you information from resource providers and recovery stories. We also want to take this time to thank everyone who had a hand in organizing the 10th annual Interfaith-based Wellness Beyond the Walls conference that was held at Fellowship Chapel, and the Ask the Messengers team was there to capture the moments. In times of challenge and opportunity alike, it is the strength and unity of our community that truly shines. When we come together, we demonstrate the incredible power of collective effort, shared vision, and mutual support. Ask the Messengers begins now. The DWIHN Integrated Health Network provides services and support to 123,000 people in Wayne County. DWIHN serves people with mental illness, intellectual and developmental disabilities, individuals with substance use disorders, and children with serious emotional disturbance. DWIHN is the largest and most diverse community mental health agency in the state of Michigan, and it is committed to providing the highest quality of integrated health care to those it serves while working alongside its dedicated and compassionate provider network.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Shay Monet, and I'm here at Ask the Messengers TV show. We keep you in the loop for what's beneficial for you in the community. We are here, standing behind me. This is the 10th annual, that's 10 years of this, DWIHN. It's the Wellness Beyond the Walls Interfaith Conference, and this is going to help you. It changes lives, obviously, and it keeps you here a little longer, actually healthier. You're going to hear from a ton of sponsors, people, vendors, people coming to visit, but this is available to you, and it's our job to bring it to you.
Tell our viewers kind of like your role in this event. Well, I am blessed to be the MC of this event, Wellness Beyond Walls, and I have the ability to be able to meet all these wonderful speakers and presenters and panelists and storytellers, in between, and all the wonderful vendors that we have here presently, and just getting to know them intimately and understanding what they are bringing to the table in terms of imposing their expertise, on our community and what we can do to enhance the awareness of mental health. Now, this Wellness Beyond Walls, obviously it's important that your role in daily life in helping the community in this event, how does that work? So I am I'm getting all the tea, y'all. Okay, sit your ass. Okay. So I am the CEO and founder of the Azal Benne Lockett Foundation, and we're here to help you heal, offer you hope, and hold your heart as you're going through any type of grieving journey. And when you're dealing with mental challenges, or you're depressed, or you're just going through grief, you need support. And so this foundation was able to start because of that. I went through a very traumatic episode in my life when my son Azal Benne Lockett was murdered in December of 2020, and God spoke to me and said, start the foundation to be able to help others move through this process. And so we have events throughout the year. We had a permission series, Permission Today. And so permission to grieve, permission to heal, permission to live and laugh, permission to love again, permission to move forward, and permission to celebrate. Because a lot of times people feel like they need permission to be able to maneuver through their grieving journey, and that's exactly what we do. We provide resources such as therapy and counseling for those who are in the midst of that. And they call us and they say, I need help. And so we give them those resources. Or someone may call us and say, you know what? My loved one did not have an insurance policy. So what we do is help to underwrite the funeral costs. Or they may call us and say, we just need finances because of, I'm just grieving because I can't pay my bills. So we do whatever we can. But in order to do this, we need financial support. So if someone is interested in supporting us, they can go to the Azal Benne Lockett Foundation .org and push that donate button, or even find out how you can become a partner or a sponsor.
All right, this is Tina Nelson with Ask the Messengers, and we are always bringing you resources that you can use, share, talk about, and valuable information. I am here with Kevin, with Black Family Development. He is here to tell us about his organization and what are some of the programs they offer. And if you need their help, he's even going to tell you how to reach them. Ain't that right, Kevin? Welcome and thank you.
I can do that. So thank you very much.
Awesome.
So Black Family Development, we're a family counseling organization. We were founded in 1978 by the local chapter of the National Association of Black Social Workers. And we work and we serve families in throughout the metropolitan area. We provide services in early childhood, family preservation, juvenile justice, community engagement, substance use prevention, mental health, school-based services, and some other things that I probably can't even think about right now.
Awesome. Now, are you under the DWIHN umbrella? Are you one of the DWIHN partners as well that you know of?
We receive support from DWIHN, including one of my specific programs is substance use prevention. We call it FREE program.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about the substance use portion because that is our partnership with DWIHN as well. We help support them and they support us to get the message about substance use disorder and all the resources that are available to people who may not even understand or even know what's available. So kind of let us know what specifically your organization does as it relates to substance use disorder, and anyone that needs help, how can they get help from you?
Okay. We provide prevention services, which I am a certified prevention specialist, so I provide that myself, and also treatment also. So when we connect with families who require those services, we do provide warm transfers and that sort of thing. And we can also refer whatever's needed, to help wraparound services for those families.
Awesome. So tell me, how can someone reach you and get connected with you who need not just substance use disorder help, but other services that you provide? Where can they find that information?
They can find that information at blackfamilydevelopment.org on the internet. We're on Facebook, Instagram, maybe TikTok, and also you can call on your phone, 313-758-0150.
You mean people can actually use the phone?
They can actually use the phone.
The one they hold in their hand all the time for everything, all the time anyway?
In their hand for everything, all the time. And they will connect with a human being.
Ooh,
a
real person
who will then connect them with the appropriate service at Black Family Development.
All right, look, I want you to look in that camera and I want you to talk to your people. Tell them you can reach a real human being.
You can reach a real human being. You can reach me at Black Family Development, 313-758-0150.
Awesome. Yep. Get that website again.
blackfamilydevelopment.org.
We are back, and in this segment, our street reporter and Women Do Recover host LaShawn Battle and Men in Recovery host Derek Hill catch up with some of our previous guests who shared their addiction stories with us. We're excited to hear about the journeys of Pastor Rose and Thomas Pettus. Both are doing everything they can to carry the message that recovery is possible. They're here to share what they've been doing since they were last on the show. Let's start with LaShawn and Pastor Rose, followed by Derek and Thomas Pettus.
I'm your street reporter, LaShawn, here with a longtime friend who's been on our show before.
My story is always a little different. I was the one that was selling drugs. I was the drug dealer. I used, but I also sold drugs. So, I kind of get both perspectives as far as being the dealer and, being the user.
She's not new to this. Women do recover. So what's been going on?
How you been?
Good.
Good. So we're going to talk about recovery.
Yes.
Just the hope in recovery. So I've been 31 years clean.
Okay.
So recovery does work. It's a work in progress, but it does exist. So just giving back in the community.
This is Derek with Ask the Messengers, and we're back with Men in Recovery, right? And so the gentleman next to me is nobody new on the show. He's been with us before, and they tell me they used to call you Smokey back in the day.
Back in the day. Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
All right. So here, I'm going to give you the mic, and let's discuss, what are you doing today? What's going on with you today?
I am still in the process of recovery after about 36 years or more. And I'm just glad to share the message that God is still performing miracles, because it's been a long, hard road that I came down before I found my way to freedom from drugs and alcohol. I should probably say that I was an alcoholic and a drug addict before I found a place called Harbor Light, and they helped me find recovery. And since that time, I've been called to ministry, and I've been preaching for 25 years. I'm also a licensed Bachelor of Social Work, and I have a master's in counseling, and I preach whenever I have the opportunity, but mainly I'm a helper. I help people get through the rough spots of life because somebody helped me when I needed it. So I'm just glad to be in the process of helping people get better.
Okay, all right, and then now tell me, before your 20 plus years of recovery, how long were you caught up in the disease of addiction?
From the ages of 13 to 31. 13 to 31. I drank, I smoked weed, I smoked crack, I did whatever I could get my hands on. In fact, if you were to look at my file, it would say I'm a polysubstance addicted. I had a polysubstance dependency. In other words, I got high on whatever was in front of me. So, it's quite a few years, most of my young life. But at 32, I found my way to freedom. And I'm just so glad that I can tell somebody else that if I can have it, you can have it too. I'm a man in recovery. In fact, I wasn't a man until I learned how to recover. So I'm just glad that I'm here.
All right, you know what I want to really ask you now.
Sure.
Is we talk about freedom. Can you share with someone that might be watching what was a thing that really helped you to get clean? Where did you go? Where did you seek help?
Well, the greatest thing that happened to me was my family telling me that they were no longer going to tolerate the BS that I was putting them through. They were no longer going to give me money to do what I was doing, money to do wrong with. My grandmother told me, she said, you know what? If you want something to eat, there'll be a plate on the porch for you. My mom said, if you need a place to rest, she said, I can help you get into a shelter. But they refused to continue doing what they were doing to enable me. So one of the greatest things they did for me was take their hands off of me and let God handle the rest.
Okay, now we know there's a multiplicity of resources available to someone seeking recovery. What was your primary resource is what I like to know.
My primary resource was, first I went to a place called Herman Kiefer and got enrolled in treatment. And they sent me to Salvation Army Harbor Light, where I was in treatment for 8 months there. Now, I'm talking about, I was a man who already had I already had a bachelor's degree, but I was caught up in the throes of addiction. In fact, my addiction got strongest when I was in college. So education was not the answer. It was realizing that I was a spiritual man that had allowed things to overtake my life. It was acknowledging that I needed some help, not educationally, not mentally. I needed some help spiritually, and God changed my life.
Okay, yeah. So now we know that we talk about treatment, all right? And I think for someone who is struggling right now with a drug addiction or alcohol addiction or any of those type of vices, might want to know that their question might be, you think, that what was treatment like? What was it like in treatment, in getting treatment? What were the people like who were helping you to stay clean?
The people that helped me stay clean were people that were just like me, who I saw. I could tell that they were addicts and alcoholics just like me, but they had stopped using. Now, I'll tell you, being in Harbor Light, it was like I said, an 8-month experience. I don't know that you can have treatment at that length today, but I'll tell you this, if you dial 1-800-241-4949, you can get into some form of treatment through DWIHN Integrated Health Network. Trust me, there is help available to you if you reach out. And that's why we're here today, to let the world know that you don't have to continue going down the wrong road. We got a better way for you to live. Thanks so much.
Amen to that, my brother. And we thank you so very kindly for sharing your strengths, hopes, and experience with us on today. And may God continue to bless you. And hopefully your story will encourage someone else who's watching the show today.
We'll be right back with more of this month's DWIHN Partnership Series, featuring our coverage from the 10th Annual Interfaith-Based Wellness Beyond the Walls Conference. Bianca is here to let you know that there is hope for the young people. She is here with a youth organization, and I'm going to let her hold the mic, and she's going to talk right into that camera, and you're going to let them know who you are and what you do with your youth connection.
Absolutely. So my name is Bianca Miles. Again, I am the Youth Involvement Specialist for DWIHN, in which I oversee our Youth United initiative. Youth United is our youth-led advocacy group for ages 14 to 25 to get them involved in various activities throughout Wayne County.
It is always a pleasure when we can speak to our youth. You know, it's women like her that make me feel better about our young people. You know, we always say our young people are just this, our young people are just that, and there's no hope for our future. What kind of young people come to you? Well, who is like really acceptable to what you're offering?
We take them all. It's a wide variety of the youth who comes to us. We have youth who are looking for resources. We have youth who are looking to build their leadership skills. We have some who are already leaders. We even get college students who's just looking to find ways to get involved and to help strengthen their skills in event planning or advocacy. So we get all the youth of all age ranges. It's not just necessarily youth who may be going through the struggle right now, because all youth have their different struggles, no matter how they may wear it on a day-to-day basis. But we do get all types of youth, and everyone is welcome to any event that we have.
Awesome. Give them some information on how they can reach out to you. How can our young people connect with you?
Absolutely. So you can connect with us through social media. Youth United is on Facebook as Youth United, Instagram as WC_Youth United 1, or you can find us on DWIHN's website, DWIHN.org/Youth United. And you can find everything that we're looking for right there, and you can find out more about us.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Bianca. And thank you for taking the charge and leading our young people to bigger, better, and greater ways of life. Thank you so much. Okay.
My name is Jesse Washington, and I am a founder of Recovery Live Global. And I'm trying to get the word out on a global platform that recovery is possible. If you could get a shot of that picture, everybody on that picture got over 30 years clean.
Over 30 years clean.
I'll be celebrating 40 years clean on July the 20th.
So you're here to show and tell. Your company is here to show and tell. It's kind of like a reunion, a recovery reunion. People come and they talk, they share. It is supportive.
Yes, and not only do that, we also doing prevention. That we could come in and try to prevent some of these young children from developing a addiction in the recovery lifestyles too. They're my 3 grandkids right there. I'm working on them in the prevention mode, so they don't have to go through the treatment mode and then go through the aftercare mode and all these other kinds of mode. If I could stop the generational curse on that level, I'm trying to speak now to the alphas and to the Gen Zs. I'm a baby boomer.
I got to stop them here, because you know what? I'm getting too wound up in this. I want to get a shot of these grandkids. We're here, DWIHN. Hold up, this is his daughter. How do you feel? How do you feel about him, his company? Tell me a few words, and you got to make it real brief. Just give me a few ways. How you feeling right now?
Real brief. I am excited that this gentleman here hired me to be the administrator for Recovery Live Global, and I just wanted to mention that he's up on 40 years clean.
Come on,
July 20th. 2024, let them know.
So before we end this show, it is so wonderful when we have someone who is willing to give some words of encouragement. That is really what the show is all about. It is about reaching, teaching, and encouraging others. And so I'm going to allow this young man who is right next to me to give his name, and who he is, and he is going to give our viewers some words of encouragement to wrap up this week's show. I'm going to pass the mic. You take it away.
Okay. Well, thank you. My name is Steve Perrine, and I'm currently the pastor at Good Shepherd United Methodist Church in Dearborn, Michigan. Also been a retired clinical social worker for the state of Michigan and Ascension Health. And the words of encouragement that I would say in this very polarized world that we live in, that we need to be together, we need to work together, we need to lift up our young people especially. Our young people are facing all kinds of challenges, and so I would just say those of us who are my age need to really lift up our young people and encourage them, and we need to work together and present a different, an alternative to all of the division and the rancor that is so much a part of our world and our political system these days.
Thank you very much. This is Tina Nelson, and thank you for watching Ask the Messengers. Well, that concludes this week's episode of Ask the Messengers. We also invite you to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you would like to help support our show, please feel free to make a donation of any kind by visiting our show website, www.askthemessengers.org. If you prefer to mail donations, please make check or money order payable to Ask the Messengers TV show and send it to 18400 Schaefer Highway, Detroit, Michigan 48235. Ask the Messengers is the program that deals with things that help you. Thank you for watching.